Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at noon starts now.
The end of an era, fans and players attending one last game tonight to pay and say goodbye to the Palace of Auburn Hills. Plus, tragedy along the Clinton River. A man dies, a hero trying to save a little boy from drowning.
Potential for some strong storms tonight. In the meantime, a mild Monday and a sneaky shower or two.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for being with us for Local 4 News here at noon. And we do get over to Brandon first things first. That tops our newscast as we get an update on the forecast and this rain moving in, Brandon. Yeah,
quick moving line of showers. And wouldn't you know it, it's a Justin Verlander start. It always means rain, right? We've got cloudy skies right now at Comerica, 1 o'clock start, 71 degrees here at noon, southwest wind at 23, gusting 30+ miles an hour, and about an hour away or so, this line racing through Lenawee County, approaching Washtenaw County, and rain and thunder up in Livingston County. This will be moving from southwest to northeast, so this storm moving at a good 60 miles an hour, headed for Saline and Ann Arbor here in just a couple of minutes. Ypsilanti, Novi, Westland here by about 12:20, 12:30, and then over downtown, perhaps right at 1 o'clock for the start of that Tigers game. Quick moving rain and thunder, but nothing to mess with here because of the lightning and the brief heavy downpour. So we seek shelter quickly. It moves through very quickly by 2 o'clock, moving out. Temperatures staying in the 70s. We mentioned the greater risk for storms tonight. Rhonda, coming up, we'll talk about the chance for severe weather on your Monday evening. We've got your Local 4 weather app as well as your best friend on a day like today because of the radar. Any weather alerts come right to the palm of your hand. Again, the Local Forecasters app is a free download in your app store under WDIV.
Brandon, thank you. Many of you watching Local 4 in the last hour saw the public swearing in of federal appeals judge Neil Gorsuch as the newest Associate Justice of the United States Supreme Court. Earlier today, Justice Gorsuch, he took the oath as administered by Chief Justice John Roberts. Justice Gorsuch emerged from a bruising partisan political fight over his nomination. He replaces Justice Antonin Scalia, who passed away more than a year ago. Here at home, it is a day some have been waiting for and the day that some have been dreading. Tonight is the final tip-off for the Pistons at the Palace of Auburn Hills. Yesterday, it was at the Joe where we said goodbye, and now tonight at the Palace. Jamie Edmonds at both events. What's in store for tonight, Jamie?
That's right, Rhonda. Get your Kleenex ready because we are here at another building closing. And when you talk about buildings closing, you got to talk about the memories. We're in the atrium here at the Palace of Auburn Hills. We are at 6 Championship Drive because 6 championships. The Detroit Shock had 3, Pistons 3 as well. Here's their hardware. Last game tonight against the Wizards, of course, but we have to talk about how they got this hardware, right? The championship teams, the bad boys. When the Pistons came into this building in 1988, they were hungry. In 1989, they won that championship with Isaiah Thomas, Joe Dumars, Bill Laimbeer. They beat the Lakers 4-0. Then they repeated the next year. Then in 2004, they won on this court, that 5-game sweep, as people say. Chauncey Billups, Grant Hill, Ben Wallace, those were the good times. There was some ugliness here as well. Everyone's going to remember the Malice at the Palace. I'm sure that's been Googled a lot of times. That was really ugly. November 19th, 2004, Ron Artest hit with a cup, goes into the stands. Had to have been scary for the fans there, right? Recently, LeBron James was asked about memories he has of the Palace. Well, that's got to be 48 points he dropped on the Pistons in Game 5 in 2007. There's a really great article right now on clickondetroit.com remembering the memories here at the Palace. We will be here all day long doing our own remembering of the great times here at the Palace. So tune into Local 4 later on. Rhonda, what's your favorite memory?
Oh my gosh, I have been going to Pistons games since they built that place, but I do remember when they won the '04 championship and being there, and that was so exciting to beat the Lakers. It was just like exhilarating to see what so many thought that team couldn't do, and so many other memories too. Concerts, I think my last concert was Bruno Mars there. And let's talk about the building itself. I mean, so many millions of dollars have been put into refurbishing it and keeping it state of the art. So what happens next for the Palace?
Well, Brenda, I talked to George Blaha last week, and he was saying the toughest part about this is this place is nice. They could play here for years to come. The concerts have great acoustics. Of course, they have to move downtown to Detroit. That's where all the action is. But when this place was built, those suites, just 16 rows off the floor, that's still sweet. People still, it's a benchmark for other arenas around the country.
Absolutely. Trendsetters back then. Well, it's sorry, certainly, for the staff and everybody that works there at the Palace, because I know this is going to be an especially tough day for them, and as well as people looking forward to being in the city of Detroit once again. So it's a tough day today.
That's all right. And there's merchandise. Do you want anything? 40% off, Rhonda.
Ooh, absolutely. I wear small. Just grab anything. All right, Jamie. We'll see you later. In the meantime, we talked about it's the last day at the Palace for the Pistons, and this just comes one day after the Red Wings' last day at Joe Louis Arena. And there were festivities outside the arena that opened back in 1979 and was home to the Red Wings team and all their Stanley Cup championships. Hall of Fame former Red Wings joined in the festivities last night that preceded the game that saw the Wings beat the New Jersey Devils 4-1. The arena, known by simply the Joe, just one name, will be torn down by the end of the summer. So that'll be a tough one to see with all those memories. Well, also making news this noon, police have now identified the man who drowned on Sunday while trying to save a boy who fell into the Clinton River there in Mount Clemens. Macomb County Sheriff's deputies say Joshua Traylor was with a woman and her 3-year-old son when the boy slipped on the boardwalk near Gratiot and North River Road. When the boy fell into the water, Traylor immediately dived in to rescue him, but he never resurfaced. A fisherman nearby also helped to rescue the boy. Traylor was later pulled from the water, but after a great deal of time, he passed away at the hospital. Detroit police are still looking for the gunman who shot and killed 2 brothers on Sunday in northwest Detroit. Witnesses living along Schaefer and Pembroke near 8 Mile told police that they heard shots shortly before 7 p.m. on Sunday. The brothers, 28 and 24, were found lying on the ground. Police do not yet know what prompted the shooting. The Washtenaw County Sheriff's Department is investigating a single car crash on Sunday in August Township that killed the car's driver. It was about 6 o'clock when a car veered off Willis Road east of Stony Creek Road and crashed into a tree and burned the woman driving the car. And the woman driving the car was killed. 2 children were in that car, were rescued and hospitalized. There is no word on their condition. Investigators closed the scene to traffic several hours on Sunday night. A Farmington doctor who pleaded no contest to assault charges was in court for sentencing today. Dr. Eliezer Monnier was accused of kissing a female patient while treating her last summer. He pleaded no contest to the charge and today was handed a 93-day sentence, but the misdemeanor sentence was suspended. He will be on probation for the next 2 years and must pay court costs and fines. Investigators in Lowell Township, this is near Grand Rapids, say that a barn fire that killed 13 horses this past weekend, believe it or not, appears to be suspicious. The animals were so-called therapy horses. They were used to help children who were victims of trauma or abuse. The family that built and managed this barn has received an outpouring of support from those who want to help them rebuild. Investigators say that the barn was somehow locked from the inside. A criminal investigation is underway. A toddler is back with her family this afternoon after she was found wandering alone near the Southfield Freeway at 3 o'clock in the morning on Sunday. A driver saw the little girl walking along M39, the service drive on the city's west side, and immediately called 911. She was taken to the police precinct nearby. When the girl's mother showed up, she told police that she left her little girl with her aunt. Police say that the aunt was distracted and didn't even notice the girl leave, even after she had been gone for hours.
And I told her that computer, you can't be on the computer playing games. You got a child.
No charges have been filed against the mom or the aunt at this time as Child Protective Services continue their investigation. Still ahead here on your Monday afternoon, a big announcement from a popular automaker fulfilling their promise to make a major investment. We'll tell you more about that. Also, police are searching for the suspect after residents in Birmingham woke up to a very unpleasant surprise in their driveways.
Can a brand new character on Sesame Street, Julia, actually shorten the distance from misunderstanding to understanding? So I'm going to actually watch. Yes, we are. I'm going to watch Sesame Street with Connor, and we're going to talk about Julia to find out whether or not she makes a difference to him and others. See you today at 4 on First at 4.
Our client with
Welcome back. The Toyota Motor Company is today making good on an earlier pledge to make a major investment in its Kentucky manufacturing plant. Toyota is investing $1.3 billion in its Toyota North America plant in Greektown, Kentucky. That plant makes the Toyota Camry sedan. The investment will allow the plant to incorporate Toyota's new vehicle development and production technology. The Toyota Kentucky plant employs more than 8,000 people. A teen has been arrested and charged in a carjacking that was reported near the University of Michigan's campus in Ann Arbor. 17-year-old Zachary Scott was arrested on Friday at a transit center after boarding a bus. Ann Arbor police say that Scott is the suspect who carjacked a man at gunpoint earlier that day on Washington near South Division in Ann Arbor, but later crashed the car and ran from the scene. Scott is now facing 5 felony charges. In Birmingham, not a sight you're used to seeing in this community, police are investigating after their thieves stole rims and tires off of 2 vehicles. A woman came outside on Sunday morning and found their Suburban stripped of all of its wheels. The vehicle was also sitting on blocks. The crooks said that the theft happened despite the vehicle having wheel locks. The couple's neighbor, who lives a block away, also had the wheels on his Lincoln Navigator stolen. So far, police do not have any suspects. Springtime temperatures are going up, and so is the price of gasoline here in Michigan. As of this morning, the average price for gas across Michigan is $2.57, and that is up 12 cents from a week ago, and nearly 60 cents more than per gallon, 60 cents more, I should say, per gallon than they were 1 year ago. AAA of Michigan says that consumers should expect to pay a few more cents than usual for at least the next few weeks. Coming up here on your Monday, Egypt is under a state of emergency and in a state of sorrow after terrorist attacks on the country left dozens dead and hundreds injured. Brandon?
Well, temperatures are nice today, into the 70s, but we're tracking a few midday rain and thunder showers, a little appetizer. The main event later tonight, some stronger storms. We'll track them with you next.
She died doing what she loved.
She's an amazing woman, she's fearless.
Reporting from the front lines.
She made history. She deserves to take her place in history.
Some days I don't even believe it, honestly.
Her family mourning. See how this Metro Detroiter's life and legacy is being honored. Tonight at 11 on Local 4.
Visit Suburban. Welcome back, everybody. What a tragedy in Egypt. At least 44 people are dead and over 100 injured in 2 bombings at Egyptian churches just hours apart. Powerful explosions went off at Palm Sunday services at 2 Coptic churches in northern Egypt. One apparent suicide bomber was caught on security video moments before a blast. Just so hard to see and listen to. ISIS claimed responsibility for these bombings, but has not given any proof. The nation is now under a state of emergency. Meanwhile, the U.S. is pressuring North Korea to stop its nuclear threat, sending a carrier strike group to the the Korean peninsula. The Carl Vinson strike group includes an aircraft carrier and is expected to reach its rally point this morning. The U.S. regularly deploys aircraft carriers to the Korean peninsula as a show of force. And it sounds like it could get a little forceful in the sky with these storms coming our way later.
Couple of rounds. The one right now is going to move through very quickly, but yeah, it's later tonight, Rhonda, that we're a little bit more concerned with at least the strength of the storms, the potential for some damaging wind, maybe a little hail as well. 71 degrees right now. The southwest winds at 23, really shaking things up out there. Visibility is decent at 10 miles, but that will change, at least temporarily. This is a very fast-moving line of rain and, yes, thunder showers, lots of lightning here. And we're going to look at a couple of different areas here just to show you that these are moving at a good 60 miles an hour pretty quickly. So en route to Monroe, Redford, Grosse Ile, Highland Park within the next 20 minutes or so. And the northern flank of this up across parts of Oakland County, moving into Southfield, Troy, Romeo, Capac, also within the next 20 minutes or so. 77 degrees. We've got this midday shower action between now and about 2 o'clock, and then we'll keep warming up. We still have a cold front on its way, but not near us anytime soon. So those winds will keep blowing after this round comes through. We'll stay on the warm side in those middle upper 70s. After 7 o'clock tonight, eyes to the skies, those gusty winds and hail. The biggest threat for tornadoes, at least in the discussion, southwestern lower Michigan has the greatest threat for that as this cold front gets closer and closer. But you can see one little isolated line of showers that developed and is just keeping together enough to bring us a quick little moving shower. Nothing severe here in the next couple of hours, but later tonight, the areas along Flint and north, Flint, Lapeer, Lexington, north into the Thumb, has a better chance for some really gushing rains and gusty winds with some small hail. But even around Metro Detroit here, there is a chance for some of that activity as well. Few showers and rumbles again between now and 2 o'clock. The bigger storms really get going after 7, maybe even after 8 p.m. with the wind, hail, weak tornado threat across southwestern lower. Here's the timing of it, and you can see sort of the heavy returns here on the computer model at 8 o'clock and beyond. We just need to be very watchful. Hopefully we get the lesser of the activity later tonight. Tomorrow morning, a couple of showers, but most of your Tuesday is dry with falling temperatures behind the cold front. Looks real nice on Wednesday, upper 50s with sunshine. And looking ahead to the Easter weekend, Good Friday, Easter Sunday look good, but showers likely Saturday afternoon.
All right, Brandon, thank you. At 18 years old, an 18-year-old woman gives birth to a baby girl while on board of a Turkish Airlines airliner. It happened on Friday, and that's when Diaby Nafi, she went into labor not long after the plane took off from Guinea. The plane was heading to Istanbul. Cabin crew rushed to help the passenger deliver the baby girl. Both mother and child were reported to be in good health when the plane landed in West Africa. Wow. A dramatic rescue is caught on camera when a man in Canada plunges into freezing water to save his dog. By coincidence, news cameras were actually at the park in Alberta on Saturday for a story on ice safety. As the whole ordeal unfolded, cameras were rolling when Duncan McIver, he jumped right into the icy pond to save his dog Cosmo, who had fallen through the ice. After a struggle to stay afloat, they soon got to safety back on shore and found relief on a strip of concrete. So they are both okay, but certainly some scary moments there. Thankfully, the water wasn't too deep. Still ahead, laundry luxury. The Pope is making it easier for the less fortunate to have clean clothes. That and more after the break.
Replay song.